It is such a beautiful day today that I thought I'd come outside and bring you guys with me on, let's call it a field trip, where I can show you guys the awesome work that you did in editing my photo. Right now, let me find a place to settle and then we'll go from there. I think I found the perfect spot. I'll have the water trickle in the background, the noise. It looks beautiful. But you guys aren't gonna be looking at that. I'm gonna set up over here so we can focus on the pictures, and that's what's important. All right, I found a nice spot here. It's a beautiful day. It's about 105 degrees. It's a little warm, and if I'm sweaty, I apologize. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it like Paul did.
Holy cow, it is really hot out there. I don't know why I'm doing this. I am just profusely sweating. What in the heck?
Let me see if I can do a screen record here so I can match everything later. Does anybody know how to do a screen record on an iPad? All right, I finally found it. It was disabled, so now I got the screen record. Let's go through some of your edits and see what you guys did, because I gotta be honest, they look awesome. This was my raw image. This is what I sent to a lot of people. Now, this photo was one I took with circles in the sand a couple of months ago. This was one that the perspective is really cool, but the photo was lacking a little bit. So this was a raw picture. A lot of you guys saw how hard it was to work with this one because you had the clouds. This was shot with the Canon 5D Mark II, so it's a 12-year-old camera. It does great, but it doesn't have the dynamic range that modern cameras has, and it has a few issues here and there, but I really wanted to make this photo work. And some of your edits are really, really cool. So the first one I want to show you is this one. Now, who was this by? So this very first photo is from Juan Carlos Monsalve. This is one of the photos that he did. He added, made the glow a little bit more orange on the rocks. He added a little bit of color in the sky, and the blue and the tones on the sand and the sky look really cool. And then the orange from the labyrinth that also added the footprints. It looks really, really cool. Now, the experiment here was to see everybody's creativity and see what anybody could do with this photo. Like I said, it's a very difficult photo to work with. And from that, to me, it's a big change. So this is awesome. I never thought about changing the color of the sand and the sky. So Juan Carlos, you did a great job. Let's go on to the next photo. Ooh, that's interesting. The next photo is from Ecola43, and you can see the photo here. She also changed the color and the ground and added a texture. There's a flame, there's a silhouette, and there's also a sky change. She did text me the changes that she did. Here we go. She used Snapseed on her phone. So all she did was edit this with her phone. She also used free stock images from Pexels to do like the double exposure and the fire and the silhouette of the man in the middle. He also cleaned up the sand a little bit and added a line for the lights. And I really like the entrance here, how that looks, the texture that was added to the sand and how that looks smushed. Maybe that was part of the double exposure, I don't know, but it looks really cool. The sky, the colors, the different clouds in the sky look really good. And also the matching colors, that looks cool. I like it. At the end of the video, I'll put them all on a grid and just wait till the end so you can tell me which one you like best. But these are looking really cool. Now the next photo, this is from Eric Gebard. I met him at the coast a year or two ago. He's a very good photographer, and he's also got a YouTube channel. And he did a lot of work to this photo. Here in the screenshot, you can see all the settings and everything he changed, but he also sent me an email with every change he did. So for this photo, a quick edit, he used DxO Photo Lab for the raw edits. After that, he added the exported TIFF into Photoshop. The goal was to emphasize the labyrinth and the lights. You did a nice job creating a balance between the sea stacks towards the right. Thank you. I do feel that it was too much foreground and sky. To solve this, he made it into a panel at 2x1. The horizon just slightly off, so he leveled it. I think it was about a 0.2 degree. That's very specific, thank you. Nitpicky, but what can I say? Aren't we all? See, it looks beautiful. I like the crop. I like making it more about the labyrinth and the sea stacks than about the whole beach and the sky thing, because I think, yeah, he is correct. There's way too much of everything going on. I like the edit, Eric. Thank you very much. I like the color, the deep reach tone with that ghostly look. Awesome. The next edit is by Christian Bettis. I like how he brought out the warmth in the image. The sand, they brighten up a lot the image. It looks very good. The detail on the rock really pops. I didn't realize there was that much detail on that rock. But I can see what Eric says. The horizon's still a little bit crooked. That was my bad. I took the photo. Great job in bringing up the highlights, and you get a lot more detail from the labyrinth. That's something I didn't think about doing. I really like how you see not only the detail on the rock, but look at the birds. Look at the birds he was able to recover and are now on the sea stacks up here. You see birds everywhere. And he recovered all that detail on the rock, the birds, and also on the labyrinth. I mean, look at that. Look at the edging. Look at the lines. That was a lot of work from the team, and he really brought that back. Wow, awesome. All right, so the next edit, this is from Carlos Ruiz. And you can see how he brightened it up. He added the sky. This thing looks really cool. So the sky was, there's generative layers from Photoshop. You can see the amount of work and how many layers he had to do to add the green, to add the layers, to add the glow on the labyrinth. He cleaned up the sand in the front. He left the crop, I believe, but he added those clouds, the Aurora. That looks really good. He matched the sand to the sky, which is really good for photoshopping. I don't get the birds on the top, but the detail on the bottom of the rock looks, I really like the creativity to replace the sky and to match the sand. That looks really, really cool. Awesome. The next one is by Adam Boyce. He's a great photographer, and he's also got a YouTube channel, great videographer. This one looks really cool. He added the stacks in the front, added a silhouette here in the bottom, cleaned up the sand, added a glow and a little bit of color to the sky. It looks really, really good. I like the spotlight here with the silhouette with the girl walking. What is she holding? It's like she's holding a book or something, but it's like a fairy tale land. It looks beautiful. I do like the rocks in the front framing the shot. Great job, Adam. Thank you very much. That looks really cool. It's really hard to pick a favorite, so you guys let me know. I'm gonna be putting all of them here at the end, and let me know which ones you like the best. 1, 2, and 3. Let's pick 3 winners. All right, so I got one more. Okay, 2 more, because there's a couple versions of this one. This was done by Leonardo Peñuela. So this is beautiful. He also added the wavy sky thing, which looks really cool, and he changed the glow and feel completely of the labyrinth. This was not easy, let me tell you, to recover the sand and to add this light and the light painting along the edges of the labyrinth. I don't know how he did that, but wow. So, and that matches the sky. So the Aurora Borealis from the top, the green on the hole in the rock, the glow from the rocks, and the sand. I think he did a fantastic job. Like I said, and like he said in the video, he's not very familiar with Photoshop. He also used this photo from Pixels, which is fine. They're free photos for free stock photos that anybody can use. And he did a very good job. He also did another edit when he removed the labyrinth. Now, this was not what I was going for. I wanted the labyrinth. That was part of the photo. That was the reason I was there taking pictures. But it looks really good. That actually gives me ideas to go back to the Elephant Rock and do different nighttime landscapes from that particular point with a beautiful sky. I don't know if you guys remember, but a few weeks ago I made a video on taking pictures of the stars, and I went to Great Basin National Park in Nevada, and I got some really good Milky Way photos, and I actually used one of those for this labyrinth. So this is my edit again. I ended up doing this edit where I cleaned up the sand a little bit, I added a little bit of a glow to the lights, and I replaced the sky with one of my own pictures. I got nothing against using stock photos, because I sell stock photos, and I also have no problem with using AI generated fill for specific reasons. But this one, I wanted to make it my image. I know that everything here is done by me. You can see here at the base, I cleaned that up, I also replaced the sky with one of my own photos. This was inspired by all these edits that you guys did. I learned a lot about photoshopping, cleaning up the sky, adding the glow, cleaning the sand, and bringing back that texture, and also bringing back the birds, which that was awesome. All right, guys, my photo is not going to be included here at the end, so vote for the favorite edits. I'm going to put them all here. I'm going to name them and number them, so you can just vote for your favorite number, and then we will see who did the best job in editing my photo, which, like I said at the beginning, this was not an easy photo to edit. By the way, Paul, where's yours? You've had 6 weeks to edit this photo, and I haven't seen anything yet. And as expected, here is Paul Parsons with not just 1, but 5 separate edits. So instead of including all of them, I'm going to choose 1 or 2 and let you guys decide if you want to include him in this, let's call it a competition. Remember, Paul Parsons has a YouTube channel, Choose Adventure California Style, and some of his videos are actually worth watching. Not the running videos, nobody's watching those. Guys, one more time, thank you very much for editing these photos. I know this was not the easiest picture to edit, but you guys did a fantastic job. So thanks again for taking the time to do this. It was a great experiment, and I got inspired by what you guys did, and I really do appreciate it. Again, if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Bye.